Salman and Jacqueline proved that there's nothing wrong between them. Arjun and Sonakshi's on-again, off-again relationship is off once more. Aishwarya runs into a legal trouble. Katrina might have just landed a film with Jackie Chan. Hey guys, I'm Caitlin and welcome to a brand new episode of 9XT.com The Show.
I'm hot, you're not, I'm a superstar. I'm a superstar. 9XT.
So speculation has been rife that all's not well between Salman Khan and Jacqueline Fernandez. Allegedly, that's the reason she's not been cast in the Kick sequel. When 9XT.com The Show met up with her at IFA in Malaysia, we asked her about her friendship status with Salman.
I guess only we know.
Sure, Jacqueline might claim that only she and Salman know their equation, but that's so not true. We're well aware of it as well. Could it be that there was no fallout in the first place? These two, I tell you. Misleading us like that? Or did they kiss and make up this fast? Anyway, whatever. Cut to the present. Their friendship has only gotten stronger. Now that Jacqueline is relatively free, having just released the Brothers trailer, she's spending a lot of time with Salman. Salman is wrapping up his shoot of Prem Ratan Dhan Payo in Karjat on the outskirts of Mumbai. And as soon as he's done, he goes and chills at his farmhouse in Panvel. Joining him there is Jacqueline. Now, we don't know about you, but you're not really gonna trek all the way from Mumbai to Panvel to hang out with someone who's no longer your friend. So, we're just glad to see that everything's cool between Salman and Jacqueline. But sadly, everything is not cool between Arjun Kapoor and Sonakshi Sinha. So not cool. So, a while ago, Arjun and Sonakshi were dating, then a few months later they broke up, and then they were on again. And now it seems that they have once again called it quits. Apparently, the two tried to give it a shot, but things just did not work out. In fact, a few weeks ago, Sonakshi chose to spend her birthday with Salman and her family at his farmhouse in Panvel.
भाई हम लोग तो बहुत नेचुरल है, प्रोसेस है, घर की बात है यहाँ पे. तो यहाँ तो कोई ऐसा सेलिब्रेशन नहीं, कोई ये नहीं, घर की बात है यहाँ पे. हम लोग यहाँ भी फैमिली फ्रेंड्स हैं और हमारी फैमिली है, वो बच्चे हमारे अपने हैं.
Arjun was nowhere in sight. Could this also be because Salman and Arjun have kept a respectable distance from each other for some time now? For those who have come in late, Arjun was not invited to Salman's sister Arpita's wedding, which took place in November last year. A common friend of the former couple revealed to 9XT.com. Arjun and Sonakshi are not together again. They failed to see eye to eye on several issues, especially about commitment. While Sonakshi gets quite serious about him, Arjun is a commitment-phobic guy. Even during the IFA press meet, Sonakshi was seen fawning over Hrithik Roshan while Arjun looked on.
Praising Hrithik, should I start? Because then even I won't be able to stop. I mean, look at his eyes. Sorry, I'm just, pani is happening right now.
While in Malaysia, Sonakshi and Arjun did not have much interaction either. Sure, host Ranveer Singh might have teased co-host Arjun and Sonakshi at the awards function, but you know how that guy can be. He can do anything for a lark. Arjun and Sonakshi's distance at IFA was a far cry from when they were promoting Tevar and just could not get enough of each other. Whatever their current relationship status is, we just hope the two are happy. Now moving on to our next story. A long-forgotten actor is once again in the news. Now that the KATTI BATTI trailer is out, Imran Khan is once again on our radars. Imran has been away from the scene for close to 2 years. His last film was the disastrous Gori Teri Pyar Mein, despite having a popular name like Kareena Kapoor and a big banner like Karan Johar's Dharma backing the project. It was a box office dud, which makes KATTI BATTI Imran's acid test.
I told UTV that I would not do the film if Imran Khan was not. I was very clear that Maddie's role could only be essayed by Imran Khan, and I never worked with him. I just knew him as a performer. I knew his image as an actor, and that is what I wanted to use.
This film could very easily be a make or a break for him. However, he seems unfazed by the pressure.
मैं अपनी फिल्म से कभी एक्सपेक्टेशन रखता ही नहीं हूँ because there is no way to know what will happen. उम्मीदें बहुत है क्योंकि ये फिल्म मेरे लिए बहुत बहुत खास है. जैसे कि मैंने कहा, I have had one of the best working experiences of my entire career while working on this film. So the film means a lot to me emotionally. अब आप लोगों को पसंद आए ना आए ये हमारे हाथ में नहीं है. I don't know what will happen. But whatever happens, I can say that this is a film which means a lot to me, and I'll always hold my head up very high and say with great pride that this is my film.
As an adult, Imran burst onto the scene with a dream debut in Jaane Tu Ya Jaane Na, which showcased him in an urban chocolate boy avatar, and the film was produced by superstar Aamir Khan, who just also happens to be his mamu. Strangely, he did a 360 and swerved away from his rom-com image with Luck and Kidnap, which sadly failed. Now, it didn't help matters that he was constantly being compared to Ranbir Kapoor. Ranbir at the time was going from strength to strength, and his popularity and box office appeal raced ahead of Imran's. Imran then returned to his tried and tested cool urban guy avatar in I Hate Love Stories and Break Ke Baad. While these films were big productions, they didn't gain much favor with audiences and at the box office. The only shining star in his career till date has been the edgy, experimental Delhi Belly. However, clearly the script was the winner there. Imran might be this really cool, suave guy, but when it comes to his on-screen persona, no one's really going gaga over his acting skills. He proved that he struggled with rugged, earthy roles when he just could not pull off Matru Ki Bijli Ka Mandola. What's shocking is that a strong director like Vishal Bharadwaj could not elicit a worthy performance from Imran. Once Upon a Time in Mumbai Dobara and Gori Tere Pyar Mein also did not help his case.
Once Upon a Time in Mumbai Dobara, I think, was a bull film. So weak. Then that Matru Ki Bijli Ka Mandola, again a bad film. The scripts were of the kind which nobody should have touched with a barge pole.
So, Katti Batti is the film his career is hanging on to.
Imran hasn't had a release in a while, so undoubtedly, I think all eyes will be on him. It's only natural. But I think what's good is that the movie appears, from the trailer at least, the movie appears to be in his sort of space. I think it appears to be a milieu that he's extremely comfortable with.
Now let's not forget that there's a fear that his co-star Kangana Ranaut might walk away with all the attention and praise. It is her time in the industry, and she's known to be the scene stealer in her recent films. I think Imran is one of the nicest and most hard-working actors I know. He brings in his own charm to every role. If you can crack that about him, you'll be able to extract the best performance from him. He's one of those few actors who still has an air of innocence around him, and he's maintained it well. His performances are so subtle. So let's hope for Imran's sake that Katti Batti brings him good news. Coming up, ABCD 2 has finally hit theatres. We're reviewing it. The Kangana-Deepika fight intensifies. Aishwarya served a legal notice. And we meet once again on 9xe.com, the show, where we checked out the much talked about dance film ABCD 2. So here are our thoughts.
What's up? मेरा नाम है प्रबुद्ध दाइमा.
And I'm Nafisa Sharma और हमने देखी fictitious crew के real life पे based
ABCD 2 in 3D. तो फिल्म में है वरुण धवन.
So Varun Dhawan in this movie was fantastic. I think he really tried hard to match up to the other dancers, and his energy in every dance sequence was phenomenal.
सुन साथिया, Shraddha Kapoor.
So what really worked for Shraddha Kapoor in this movie was the song Sun Sathiya. Other than that, she plays the love interest of Varun Dhawan, and I think we've seen a lot of this character in a lot of movies.
And oh, happy hour mein Prabhudeva. I'll tell you what, okay, see, Prabhudeva, he's dancing in this song with 4 dancers with him, okay? All 4 of them are dance reality show finalists. Later on, Varun Dhawan is one of them as well, dancing with him. और Prabhudeva उनको ऐसा खा गया और ऐसा डकार भी नहीं लिया, मालूम है? So, Sharma Mohtharma, what did you think of the film?
I think it is the best 3D movie made in India. There were a few cheesy dialogues, but each time these guys had a dance sequence, I had a huge jaw-drop moment, so I liked it.
Now, if you liked ABCD, ABCD 2 is like ABCD on Sugar Rush. It's that awesome. And the level of production and the quality of the movie is just as good as any of the step-up movies that we've seen. So, on the hot slot, I give ABCD 2 4 thumbs up.
And I give it a solid 3 thumbs up. So, Mr. Daima,
yes,
tell me 3 things you learned from the movie.
Number 1, Oxford Dictionary गई भाड़ में. According to the Nala Sopara Dictionary, audition की spelling है ODISHAN.
Number 2, अगर आपका पिज्जा डिलीवरी बॉय चीटर कॉक है, तो आपको अपना पिज्जा मुफ्त में मिलेगा. तो ये थी हमारी विशेष टिप्पणी ABCD 2. Number 3, I know man, shut up. तो ये थी हमारी विशेष टिप्पणी ABCD 2 पर. Don't forget कि हम मूवी क्रिटिक्स नहीं है, हम हैं
मूवी बफ्स। तो हम आपको मिलेंगे अगले हफ्ते, तब तक के लिए आप देखिए ABCD 2 in 3D।
The Katti Batti trailer created quite a buzz, and thanks to the Queen, it's not just the trailer but the trailer launch that is in the news too. So a few episodes ago, we told you how Kangana Ranaut ramped up the producer's bills by demanding a special vanity at the trailer launch event that she only used for less than 5 minutes. However, her antics didn't stop there. When asked about her equation with Deepika Padukone, she went on to say that it was all Katti Batti with Deepika. This is what the gangster diva had to say.
What is the bonding? The bonding, I mean. It's Katti Batti.
Kangana and Deepika's rivalry goes back to when Deepika said that the award she won for Happy New Year actually belonged to Kangana. Kangana didn't take that too kindly and retorted that though Deepika had said that on stage, there wasn't any personal interaction between the two. Kangana also had a few choice words for Deepika's My Choice video.
देखिए, वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट का मतलब ये नहीं है कि आप लोग हमारे देश के लड़कों में कॉम्प्लेक्स ग्रो कर दें, फिर मैन एम्पावरमेंट में अगले 20 साल जाएंगे।
However, the Kangana-Deepika rivalry is nothing new in filmy circles. Bollywood is the industry of relationships, and standoffs between divas is as old as time itself. Several actors have not seen eye to eye and got together only for prestigious projects or other reasons, but even then the sets were always fraught with tension. Earlier, the buzz was that Deepika and Katrina Kaif did not share the best of professional relationships. Their rivalry stemmed from the fact that Deepika's ex, Ranveer Kapoor, is Katrina's current boyfriend. Aishwarya Rai Bachchan and Rani Mukherjee were thick friends, but once Rani replaced Ash in Shah Rukh Khan's Chalte Chalte, they became sworn enemies. Kareena Kapoor also locked horns with Priyanka Chopra during Airtraaz and Bipasha Basu during Ajnabi. She is also believed to have made some harsh remarks about Bipasha. Raveena Tandon and Karishma Kapoor had a tumultuous professional relationship that apparently got so childish that while shooting song sequences, they used to trample on each other's feet. Madhuri Dixit and Karishma have played the opposite ends in the love game in Dil To Pagal Hai, and the buzz at the time was that the two took their rivalry off-screen too. But the most striking diva rivalry case was that of Madhuri and Juhi Chawla. The contemporaries were at the peak of their careers at around the same time. The two never worked together and only shared screen space most recently in Gulab Gang. Well, Kangana is certainly living it up with her successes, but we hope she wouldn't be a successor to the divas with such comments. Will Deepika fire back at the Queen star? Well, the ball is certainly in her court. Till then, you guys tell us which amongst all was the most #famous diva rivalry. Tell us on facebook.com/9XC or tweet us at 9XC the show. And another actress finds herself in the line of fire. Aishwarya Rai Bachchan, along with Mary Com director Umang Kumar, has been slapped with a legal notice over her involvement in the Sarabjit Singh biopic. Aishwarya returns to the screen with Jazba, and the first posters created the right buzz. A few days after the posters were launched, it was announced that Aishwarya was taking on the role of Dalbir Kaur, Sarabjit's sister, in the movie directed by Umang based on the life and times of Sarabjit Singh. The project now seems to have fallen in trouble after a woman named Baljinder Singh, claiming to be Sarabjit's sister, sent Aishwarya and Umang a legal notice. She is opposed to the film because she worries that the movie may show her brother in a bad light. Apparently, this woman has cropped up out of almost nowhere. The one sister that everyone knows about, Daljit Kaur, has already given her consent to the makers. Our sources close to the project said that the producer, Sandeep Singh, is quite perturbed by the recent happenings. He is extremely worried. The whole stage was set and a grand announcement too was made. Now he'll have to clear this angle first. Just when Aishwarya's comeback seemed to be going smoothly, this legal issue has presented roadblocks. While we hope this issue is solved at its earliest, we are forced to think that this latest controversy might just create more buzz around the film. Coming up, has Katrina signed her first international project? Will Shah Rukh and Ranveer have a clash at the box office? So have you heard the latest on the Indo-China film Kung Fu Yoga? We can hardly believe it. Apparently they've got a new cast member, and she is none other than Katrina Kaif. Yup, the Katrina Kaif. Rumor has it that Katrina is part of the film. This means that Katrina will co-star with Jackie Chan in this period action drama. But what's her role? Where does she figure in the scheme of things? It seems that Katrina might just be playing the role of a professor from an Indian university who enlists the help of a Chinese archaeologist to unearth treasures belonging to her family, who just happen to be the erstwhile Magadh royal family. But how is it that such big news has appeared without much fanfare? How come no formal announcement has been made? Well, sources say that Katrina did not want to go to town talking about her new projects while boyfriend Ranbir Kapoor was licking his Bombay Velvet inflicted wounds. If Katrina is indeed part of the film, this will be her first international project. So guys, would you like to see Katrina Kaif opposite Jackie Chan? Tweet us at 9XE The Show with hashtag Katrina in Kung Fu Yoga. And like we told you earlier, Aamir Khan has chosen not to be a part of this venture because he is way too busy with Dangal. However, the cast of the movie based on the life of wrestler Mahavir Phogat is yet to be finalized. Many names were in the running to play Aamir's wife, and one of our sources has it that the makers have narrowed down on Shrishwara and Rasika Duggal. Don't worry if the names don't ring a bell, 9xe.com The Show has you covered. Rasika was last seen in the critically acclaimed indie film Kissa, where she played a woman unwittingly caught in a lesbian relationship. Rasika was part of the cast of the critically acclaimed SHAH, where she portrayed a woman who is obsessed with the idea of owning an expensive idol of a goddess. Shrishwara has earlier shared screen space with Farhan Akhtar in Bhag Milka Bhag. She was a mainstay in the thriller D-Day, where she portrayed the wife of the character played by Irfan Khan. Going by what we know about the movie, the wife will definitely be a D-glam character. Both Shrishwara and Rasika have played completely D-glam characters, and it remains to be seen how they will fare in this outing. Earlier, rumors were rife that the likes of Priyanka, Deepika or Kangana would bag the much-coveted role, but those rumors were just that, rumors. One of our sources close to the project said that Shrishwara is the closest to being chosen. She's the more likely candidate to bag the part. She can simply emote with her eyes and how. But it's not like Rasika was disliked. Our source said the makers are super impressed by her audition tape. It remains to be seen if she'll make the final cut. Whoever the filmmakers choose, we bet it'll be a better choice than Malika Sherawat, who had also auditioned. Till then, you guys tell us who you think would be a better fit for Aamir's wife, Shrishwara or Rasika. Talk to us on facebook.com/9xe or tweet us at 9xe The Show with hashtag Aamir's wife. And looks like another upcoming actress might not be the choice of many filmmakers given her recent behavior. We're talking about Mannara Chopra. 9xe.com The Show has learned that the newly minted Bollywood actor is already throwing her weight around. It seems that when Mannara was approached by a first-time producer to be a part of his film, she turned him down outright, saying that she does not work with newbie producers. Her reasoning was that she had her Bollywood debut in Zid, which was produced by a well-known producer, Anubhav Sinha. Seems like she had another reason to turn down the film as well. The nature of the role was a bold one, and our guess is that it might have required her to show some skin. She said that she didn't want to do such films. But Mannara, weren't you the same person who debuted in Bollywood with Zid? There wasn't anything subtle about that role. But the card Mannara played over and over again was the Priyanka Chopra one. She kept informing the producer that she was Priyanka's sister and that she would not do such roles. What Priyanka has to do with Mannara's choice of roles completely beats us. What is also leaving us a little flummoxed is the recently announced release date of Dilwale. Shah Rukh Khan's Red Chilli's official Twitter account and even his manager tweeted that Rohit Shetty's Dilwale will release on December 18th. This has got us a little confused because another big film is also said to release on the same day. This one is Bajirao Mastani. Bollywood generally avoids the clash of two big films with big names on the same day. Sometimes they even keep a gap of a few weeks. However, the Bajirao Mastani actors Ranveer Singh, Priyanka Chopra and Deepika Padukone have spoken to various media outlets, mentioning that the Sanjay Leela Bhansali film will release on December 18th. While this means that the audience will be spoiled for choice, it also means that the Shah Rukh Bhansali fight might flare up again. If you remember, in 2008, Shah Rukh's Om Shanti Om and Bhansali's Sawariya released on the same day. This created a rift between the two that was only cleared earlier this year at Bhansali's party to celebrate his Padma Shri title. Now it remains to be seen if Dilwale and Bajirao Mastani actually clash at the box office, because it's not uncommon for one filmmaker to blink at the last moment. And if this turns out to be true, which movie would you watch first? Tell us on facebook.com/9xe or tweet us at 9xe The Show with hashtag Dilwale or Bajirao Mastani. Coming up, Kangana is angry that her name is being used for sale of substandard products. Fawad and wife and Alia and Sadat form an awesome foursome. Welcome back to 9XE.com, the show. So it won't be much of a stretch to say that Bollywood often offers style inspiration. As audiences, if we see an actress in a stunning gown, beautiful skirt, or a gorgeous sari, we want to get our hands on it. Then reality hits us square in the face and we realize that the sari probably costs much more than our salary of 2 months. That's why God created online shopping. If you search for an actress's name along with the word sari and online, you'll get a whole host of sites that are offering saris allegedly worn by these top heroines. These names include famous faces like Kangana, Priyanka Chopra, Shilpa Shetty and Sunny Leone. But it does not take a genius to figure out that these are not the original saris that the actresses have worn. They are knockoffs of a far inferior quality sold in the name of these actresses. How else can you get a designer sari worn by Kangana for as little as Rs 3,700? So a few actresses are planning to take legal action against these portals. Like you read on our site, we believe that Kangana has already sent a legal notice to some of these portals. When 9XE.com got in touch with Kangana's lawyer, Rizwan Siddiqui, he said that the response from the portals was that of passing the buck. They have written back to him saying, "Our online marketplace acts only as an intermediary as defined under Section 2(1)W of the Information Technology Act 2000, wherein independent buyers and sellers interact with each other. We're not engaged either in manufacturing of any product and/or sale or offering for sale, advertisement and/or distribution and/or stocking of any product whatsoever." Siddiqui, however, is not buying this. He told us, "All such companies and the people behind management of such websites are fully aware that when they are using photographs of celebrities to sell spurious or fake copies of original products, they are willfully and openly violating the intellectual property rights and liberties of various reputed designers as well as the said celebrities. They cannot then feign ignorance about the same and conveniently state that they never monitor their own websites and are therefore not aware of the sale of spurious and fake copies of original products on their websites. Section 79(2)(c) casts strict liability on the intermediary websites and make them liable to discharge their duties with due diligence." So the next time you click on the link to buy a sari worn by Kangana, think long and hard about it. And looks like Neil Nitin Mukesh might also be in an introspective mood. So Neil has virtually disappeared from the scene with his last movie, Shortcut Romeo, failing at the box office. But seems he is back in the news this time for his love life. Neil has been linked to several starlets earlier, including Asin and Sonal Chauhan, after he broke up with long-term girlfriend Priyanka Bhatia. A few months ago, 9XE.com told you that Neil was in a relationship with the South star Priya Banerjee. Priya makes her Bollywood debut in the Aishwarya Rai Bachchan starrer Jazba. Sources say that things have soured between Neil and Priya, with some hinting at Neil's possessive behavior being the reason behind the breakup. It seems that Neil's alleged possessiveness also led to his breakup with Asin. Things may not be going too well for Neil currently, but he is all set to get back into the limelight. For the right reasons this time, with Prem Ratan Dhan Payo, where he shares screen space with Salman Khan and Sonam Kapoor. Sources have it that Neil has a negative role, but remember how good he was playing a grey character in Johnny Gadar? Hope Neil returns to the limelight and sorts his personal life out as soon as possible. Come on Neil, we know you have it in you. And while Neil is nursing a broken heart, Fawad Khan is trying to squeeze in some precious time with his wife. Stars and their accommodations and residences are always in the news, and this new information will definitely interest fans. Our sources have it that Siddharth Malhotra and Fawad Khan have set up a love nest in Coonoor where they are shooting for Kapoor & Sons. Fawad's wife Sadaf has flown in specially to be with hubby Fawad. Seems Fawad's real-life lady love wants to constantly be by his side. After his popularity skyrocketed in Bollywood, buzz is that Sadaf is slightly insecure and wants to keep her man close. And why should she not? He is a dreamboat. But they're not the only loved-up couple on set. Lovebirds Siddharth and Alia, who are still in the honeymoon phase of their relationship, spend a lot of quality time together in the place. And one of our sources close to the project said, "It's an awesome foursome on the set. Inseparable and laughing out loud. Fawad in particular has been in a boisterous mood." Alia and Siddharth debuted together in mentor Karan Johar's movie Student of the Year, and they will also be sharing screen space in the upcoming Kapoor & Sons. Rishi Kapoor will also be playing an important role in the movie. Fawad is the latest craze from Pakistan, and while the neighboring country has swooning female fans, his movie Khoobsurat and Pakistani series Zindagi Gulzar Hai have made him a household name in India too. It's great to see that not only co-stars but also their respective others are bonding. And you and I will continue to strengthen our bond on 9XC.com, the show. So check out our site 9XC.com and our YouTube channel. Write to us on Facebook.com/9XC and at 9XC, the show. Also download our free 9XC app to get all the latest happenings in Bollywood.